when a narcissist doesn't call or message you for a long time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you here today. And as always, I appreciate your time and attention. If you've been wondering why a narcissist in your life hasn't called or messaged you for a long time, then you're in the right place, because that's exactly what we're diving into today. It's a topic that can be deeply confusing and even painful, especially if you've been caught up in the emotional whirlwind that narcissists are so skilled at creating. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about what might be going on behind the scenes when a narcissist suddenly goes silent. First of all, let's understand that narcissists thrive on attention, validation, and control. They often manipulate people to get their needs met, and they can be incredibly charming, attentive, and engaging until they're not. So, when a narcissist suddenly stops calling or messaging you, it can feel like a complete emotional rug pull. You might be left wondering what you did wrong, if they're angry with you, or if they've moved on to someone else. But let's break down the reasons behind their silence and what it really means. One thing to keep in mind is that narcissists are masters of manipulation, and their silence can be just another tactic to maintain control. When they don't reach out for a long time, they're often testing you. They want to see how you'll react, whether you'll chase them, and how much power they still have over you. This is called the silent treatment, and it's one of the classic ways narcissists exert dominance. They want you to feel anxious, uncertain, and desperate for their attention, because that's when they know they still have a hold on you. But here's the twist: if you don't reach out to them, they might start to worry that their control is slipping. They'll wait as long as they think they can to see if you'll break first. And if you don't, if you stay strong, focused, and unresponsive to their silence, that's when they might come back into your life, pretending nothing ever happened, acting like they've missed you, or even accusing you of abandoning them. It's all part of their game, a cycle designed to keep you emotionally hooked. Another reason a narcissist might stop calling or messaging you is that they've found a new source of supply. Narcissists need constant validation and attention, and if they're not getting it from you, they'll look for it elsewhere. This doesn't mean you weren't good enough for them or that you did something wrong. It simply means they're always searching for the next person who will feed their ego. When they find someone new, they may become completely absorbed in this new relationship, leaving you in the dust until they need something from you again. It's essential to recognize that the silence of a narcissist often has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. They're not thinking about how their absence affects you, how hurtful it might be, or how you're coping with it. Instead, they're focused on themselves, on what they want, what they need, and how they can maintain control over their lives and the people around them. They may view their silence as a way to reestablish power or to punish you for something you may not even realize you've done. You might also be dealing with a narcissist who goes silent simply because they're bored. Yes, that's right. Boredom can be a big factor here. Narcissists are often easily bored with people, conversations, and relationships that don't revolve around them. When they feel they're not the center of attention, or if the excitement of the relationship has worn off, they might retreat into silence until they feel the urge to reach out again. It's as if they're putting you on a shelf, ready to take you down whenever they want to play. In many cases, a narcissist's silence can also be a form of self-preservation. When they sense that you're starting to see through their facade, or if you've been calling out their behavior, they might retreat to avoid facing the reality of their actions. They don't want to deal with confrontation, accountability, or anyone who challenges their narrative. So instead of engaging, they choose to disappear. This gives them time to regroup, find a new angle, or simply wait for you to miss them enough to overlook their flaws. And let's not forget the element of control. For a narcissist, maintaining control is everything. When they go silent, it's their way of saying, "I'm in charge here. I'll communicate with you when I feel like it." It's a power play designed to remind you that they're the ones dictating the terms of your relationship. By not reaching out, they're reinforcing the idea that you're the one who should be waiting, longing, and hoping for their attention. And, if you let them, they'll keep you on that emotional roller coaster indefinitely. But what happens when you refuse to play along? When you decide that their silence isn't going to dictate your happiness or self-worth? That's when things can get really interesting. A narcissist hates to lose control, and if they sense that their silence is no longer affecting you, they might reappear. Often with grand gestures or sudden declarations of love. They might act as if nothing happened, as if you've always been their priority, just to see if they can pull you back into their web. It's all part of the cycle, a cycle that can repeat over and over if you let it. So, what should you do when a narcissist doesn't call or message you for a long time? The answer isn't simple, but it starts with recognizing that their silence isn't about you. It's not a reflection of your worth, your value, or your ability to be loved. It's about them, about their need for control, validation, and attention. And once you understand that, you can begin to detach yourself from their games. You don't have to chase them, beg for their attention, or try to understand why they're not reaching out. You can choose to focus on yourself, your own healing, and your own journey. You deserve to be with people who genuinely care about you, who communicate with you, and who value you for who you are. Don't let a narcissist's silence dictate how you feel about yourself or your life. And here's the thing, when you stop reacting to their silence, you take away their power. When you stop waiting by the phone, checking your messages, or wondering what you did wrong, you break free from their control. And that's something a narcissist can't stand. They thrive on your attention, your anxiety, and your need for their validation. When you stop giving them that, they're left with nothing to feed on. In conclusion, when a narcissist doesn't call or message you for a long time, it's often a calculated move to maintain control, test your boundaries, or seek attention elsewhere. It's rarely a sign that they've moved on or forgotten about you. In fact, they're often waiting for the moment when they can swoop back in and reclaim your attention. But you have the power to change that narrative. You don't have to be a pawn in their game. You deserve more than someone who uses silence as a weapon. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this discussion has given you some clarity and insight into the mind games of narcissists. Remember, your worth isn't defined by anyone else's actions or inactions, especially not a narcissist's. Take back your power, focus on your own growth, and let go of the need for their validation. You deserve to be happy, whole, and loved for who you truly are. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you all for being here, for your support, and for being a part of this community. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay strong, and remember, you're worth so much more than the games a narcissist plays. See you soon.